Sorry I'm a bit late today with this video. I was really busy last night, like delivering presents and flying all over the world and things like that. And when I got home, I sat here at my computer and I started to do something and I fell asleep. So you can, you know, you can't fault me for, doing my job and then coming home and falling asleep. I didn't even have a drink. I just had something to eat. I had a bite to eat. And I took my pills and fell asleep as soon as I uploaded a video to my other channel. Then, of course, I promised my mother I would call her. So I called her and we did a face-to-face thing for Christmas Day, I mean, it's only fair that, my mother gets to see me on Christmas Day. And my sister too. So we did a face thing on Facebook, I think it was, Messenger, face-to-face something or other. And so that leaves me here with my first drink of the day. I'm just doing it to get my palate realigned or calibrated. I'm using 2 gingers, bottom shelf Irish whiskey. For a bottom shelf, it's pretty good. Nothing offensive about it in any direction. It just makes you think you're drinking whiskey, and it's easy drinking. That's the end of that one. What I'm really here for today is one of these wish this year good night from Shelter Point, and there are fewer and fewer of them in there. I grabbed one. I got one now. This is random day number 8. Okay. I don't know what it is. I have here, as usual, a clean glass. Oh no, not again. They made this tight again. Oh my. I'm gonna have to get my vice grip again. I very much wish, I got an itch. I very much wish that the lids on these Shelter Point samples that were in the Wish This Year Good Night mini calendar, advent calendar, or tasting sampler, or whatever you want to call it, Wish This Year Good Night. I wish that the lids were the same as the lids, as the stoppers on Shelter Point bottles, where you just tilt them to the side a little bit and they open up for you. But no, I have to use gentle mechanical persuasion, apply some torque to it, and then it opens. I got this one. I'm going to pour it into my Glencairn. This is a Glencairn without any etchings or labels on it. It could be one of the first Glencairns I ever owned. I think it was 5 or 6 years ago when I started drinking out of Glencairns instead of shot glasses. Wow, those were the days. Well, let's see what we got here. I'm getting gentle. I'm getting gentle, a little bit floral. I don't know what kind of flower it is, but it's a little bit floral. Let's do our anaconda and check out our sheeting action and trails of little droplets going down. I did a good job of washing this one too. I suspect that this is not an extremely high ABV. Now I'm getting some fruity notes. Are they stone fruits? I think they're stone fruits. A little bit of peach and apricot. But not really much there. Is this one of those high ABV examples that you don't get much on the nose, but then it just blasts you when you taste it? I wouldn't put it past the guys at Shelter Point, tell you. Getting more fruity notes now. This is opening up slowly. Fruity. Pears. There's pears in with my apricot. It's refreshing. I'm getting a little hint of blueberry too, which I really don't know what is going on here. I suspect that it's another one that I've never tried before. Yeah, some fruity notes. Not much else going on. I think I'm going to taste it neat first. See if I can find any subtleties or nuances. It's pretty vague. Just vague stone fruits and pears. And what's this I'm getting? Bit of pineapple maybe creeping in there. It's slowly opening up. It's opening up. The nose is opening up. If this had been a whole bottle and it was about halfway down, if the fill level was about halfway down, I would get a lot more happening. But this is like a neck pour. Something else seems to be revealing itself. Getting some vanilla now. And a real hint, a little hint of maltiness. But it's slowly opening and slowly the flavors come creeping in. Or I should say the scents that I'm smelling are creeping in slowly. It's about 6 minutes since I started nosing. Since I applied gentle persuasion to the plastic screw cap. Yeah. As I keep nosing, I keep getting a little more. But you know what? I'm going to taste it and put it on my palate just so that this video doesn't go for half an hour. I know yesterday I seemed to go on quite a bit, but I don't want to make it so long this time because it is getting late. It's almost 2 in the afternoon. And usually I have these things recorded by, well, around this time, I suppose. Just that I had the family obligation and I had the job to do overnight and, you know, that kind of thing. Am I getting just a hint of that characteristic Tootsie Roll chocolate that I get from a lot of Shelter Point whiskeys and distillates. Maybe a little bit of it is seeping in there. The fruits are all there. I'm getting pineapple predominantly. Okay, I'm going to taste it. Here we go. This is not overly powerful. I would say it's bottled under 45%. It's fruity on the palate. And I'm not talking darks fruits like, figs and dates and raisins and things like that. I'm talking about things like peaches and pineapples, and that's the kind of fruit I'm getting out of this. It's a fruity one. You could even call it a starter whiskey. Very gentle. No hint of alcohol. Yeah. Very fruity. Pears, pineapples, some stone fruit like peaches, a little bit malty, but not that malty. I would almost argue that there is some grain involved here as far as Shelter Point goes. The grain would make it easier to drink than if it were a malt. And while the inside of my mouth is covered in tropical and semi-tropical fruits, I'm not getting any burn. I'm not getting so much, not getting any caramel or toffee, or not that much in the way of vanilla, so I don't know what to say. Was this aged in refill casks? And are the fruits a result of the spirit rather than the cask? I don't think there's a lot of cask influence here. I think it's a spirit-driven experience. I could be wrong. Maybe this is that 3 or 4 grain whiskey that I didn't get a chance to try. What did they call it? The Grainbow? I wonder if that's what this is. This is very nice. It's easy drinking. There are no sharp edges poking out at you. Tropical fruitiness. You know what? It could also be the Montfort 141. Because the Montfort 141, the District 141 is like that. It's got a lot of tropical fruits. It's easy drinking. Was it bottled at 46%? I think it was. What is this? I'm guessing it's a Montfort 141. No! It's just the artisanal single malt whiskey. Wow. At 46%. Just a regular artisanal. Is there a batch number? 100% Canadian barley. No chill filtration. It's kosher. Natural color, product of Canada. 46% alcohol by volume. It took a moment for this to open up. But as it did, I had the inaugural batch of this particular juice, and it seems to be better now than it was, what, 4 years ago when I had the inaugural batch. I like this. I'm coming back and revisiting it. I also have a full bottle. And the reason I got the full bottle was because they had this new release not long ago. I think it was called The Collective. And I wanted to get The Collective, but I also wanted the free shipping. So I bought a bottle of artisanal whiskey to go with The Collective. So that's going to be, this is nice. As an everyday whiskey, an everyday sipper at 40% or 46% alcohol by volume, it ticks all the boxes. It's easy drinking. It's fruity. And I mistook it more or less for the Montfort district, lot 141. And both are excellent whiskeys. The 151, as I tried recently, was much spicier than this. I could swear it was a rye. But that's just my palate talking. I wish you a merry humbug. And what does our cheers box say today?
Na zdrowie!
Ah, my favorite. Na zdrowie.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.